Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. 3 cats ruling this crazy little town.
Good morning, everyone. If you could hear it, there's a thunderstorm going on again. So, I mean, it's not so bad. I am standing in the dark. There's no lights on in here. So, but the day 2 of the same migraine. So I've been taking the Excedrin for the past couple of hours. What do you think you're doing, Brat? Squeaky woke me up by scratching on something I didn't know what he was scratching on. He had his big old claws in my wallet. My wallet, for frick's sake. It was laying next to me. I got to get my Social Security card. And it is ridiculously expensive. $60 to get your birth certificate back. And I don't know how much it's going to cost me to get my Social Security card. But $60 frickin' dollars? That's a bunch of crap. And they do it because they can. You need it. They have it. They'll charge you whatever they want to. They were going to charge me through this one site like $40 for the Social Security card. And then I realized I wasn't even on the government site. Charlie, what are you doing? Are you scratching on that? What are you doing? You want your... All right. I will move the door so you can have the rug. Anyway, yeah, I do have a light on over there. That's because I just woke up and I do have to have a light on to be able to walk around in here. But I'm not in it. Oh, I wish I had a light source, but a dimmer one. Actually, that one doesn't have to be as bright. I had it on bright last night when I was crocheting. I had this bright idea to start turning these hankies into blouses. Except for I realized with all this work I've been doing, this one, that is so weird. That thing just stopped working. This one, which I thought was a gorgeous blue. I gotta straighten it out. Sorry, guys. Has a stain on it. But I did start putting sleeves and stuff. That's kind of a sleeve. I measured here down and then about here and out for a sleeve, because I know, and if I do it on both, on that one, and I'm thinking this one, even though this one's already got something started on it, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out very well. Yeah, this one for the front, but this is what I had started on it. But here, as you could see, it's way too small. I always end up with projects like that. Oh, this is way big enough. And then it's not. So I end up frogging a whole lot of stuff. I'm not going to frog that piece. I'm probably going to, I don't know. But I'm going to take the pieces off of that. And what I'll probably do is use the pretty one for the front. The pretty tie-dyed one for the front. And the blue one for the back. Because I'm not going to just toss the thing away. And maybe if it comes out to being just weird, And I just wear it around the house. Who cares? Stains happen. I stain up a lot of clothes. That's why most of my clothes are dark. It's not because I like to wear dark clothes, but because stains don't show up as easily. She just plays with that toy. And she loves it. She's actually the only cat that voluntarily plays. Unless they have the zoomies. I don't know what I did to the other two. I must have ruined them. But, oh, where's my roller? Oh, there it is. I was like, this stuff. I found this doily, Pam. I says, look at all this yarn. Because it's a 3-strand. And I took it apart, and Pam was like, I says, what? I can always make another one. and I says, if you think that's vintage, it's not. It's just bone colored. It's not white. I have white ones too. But yeah, like it's not vintage. Somebody just like recently put that together. Coffee's strong this morning. Let's see. Let me make sure that you're plugged in. Oh, 51%. I don't have to plug you in then. It's raining now. I don't hear much thunder. That's not like right in my ear thunder. So that's a plus, I guess. Yeah. Excuse me, guys, gals, others. You can't get out there. I promise you. Charlie already tried it. Charlie's the tester. She can't help me cat-proof this house. You better talk to her. I'm waiting for the day that one starts her. And she has to go get her surgery. Because she's already hyper, man. Can you imagine when she has her, when she goes in heat? Oh, but I'm not gonna. I have to worry about getting all my stuff, my documents, because I have to go to the Secretary of State, and I have to get my enhanced driver's license. That's another $40. So about $200 on my end to be able to fly to South Carolina. That is freaking ridiculous, and you're forced to do it, or you're stuck where you are. Where is the disability benefits on that one? Like, I could be going to South Carolina for medical reasons, which I'm not, but I could be. It cost me $200 to do it, and I'm on a fixed budget. And you have to do it. It's a bunch of crap. It's a bunch of crap. Enhanced license. I will make sure I take my crochet hooks with me. If you're going to make me prove that I'm safe to be on your airplane, I'm taking my crochet hooks with me. Don't ask me why. If you're smart enough, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. I don't think I'm allowed to say it on YouTube. Why? Let's just say for entertainment purposes and leave it at that. Oh, my lid probably just came off. I decided to make chickpeas. I found I'd run out of lentils. And I was like, darn it, what am I going to eat now? So I looked in the coffee can and I saw 2 packages of split peas, a whole bunch of chickpeas, some mixed beans, and all that. Well, I didn't feel like getting out my crock pot thingy, Instapot. I didn't feel like getting that thing out. So I soaked the chickpeas to cook them, but I didn't feel like getting it out. So I was sitting here eating fast food lentils, as in they cook faster than regular beans. And then I ran out of them. I mean, I had 2 options. And I don't like using that frickin' Instapot. And Pam says that you have to have things floating in it, or it'll do this. It tells you you're burning your food. And it quits on you mid-cycle. And then you try to cook that same food. Oh, it's burning. It's a very touchy, picky little thing. And I'm like, you son of a gun. So, there's all that too. Oh. So right now I got chickpeas in. Chickpeas, have like a serotonin to them. Like if you're feeling under the weather, have yourself some chickpeas. It will temporarily lift your mood, or it could. It does me. And then I looked it up, and they have like, I call it feel good drugs. They have that in it. So cool. They're one of my favorite beans anyway, because whatever you cook them in is what they taste like. Tad's like, ew, I don't like them. They don't have a flavor. I'm like, that's why I do like them. Because they're not intrusive. If you put them with something, they're not going to overpower what you put them with. So that's one of the reasons I like them. I also like them because if you mush them up at the right time, they feel like you have meat in your mouth. And if you're weaning yourself from having meat, or if you can't afford meat and miss it, chickpeas are a really good substitute for that. Black beans and chickpeas I'll mix together, and I'll make a bean burger out of that, because the black beans has the flavor, because they have like a rich dark flavor, not a beef or whatever, because they're not meat, but they have like a rich flavor. And then the chickpeas have the texture. So I will mash them up and make burgers out of them. Itty. Oh. I was thinking about tie-dyeing the thing. But I don't know, because I don't think it has a tag. It does not, but it does not feel like cotton. And I'm going to have to do something about this neckline, because otherwise my girlies are going to be hanging out. This is going to be like a 7X shirt. So I'm going to have to do something about this neckline and bring it over about... Usually when you do something like that, you have to do about your collarbone. Right about here. Me, I do it a little bit further. Like, I do it a little bit further over because I have a bigger neck. But that's going to be giant if I don't do something about it right now. Oh. I was told a couple of weeks ago by the same person that I unfriended that day for looking down their nose at me for being disabled. I was told, I don't like people being up in my grill. As far as I know, to have a grill, you are supposed to have probably most of your teeth, and you have absolutely zero. So don't tell me not to get up in your grill. And you're going to look down at me for being on Social Security? Your dad paid your way of life, and now you have a job, and you're better than me? My dad paid my way of life. My mom paid the way of life. And I also paid my way of life. I did my stint in the workplace. Now, here's a question for you, Mr. Grillless. Would you enjoy having somebody like me next to you in the workplace? Probably not. So look down at your nose all you want and get yourself a set of dentures. And the reason it took me so long to respond, me and my mullet, is not because I had to take that long to think of a response. No, I thought about that response a long time ago. It's just, you're not worth the immediate response. You're just like an afterthought, like a fart. You're nothing. And here's another thing. You're not so shaky and disabled that you can't take a shower. You're disgusting. You stink. You have nasty, dirty, yellow, thick nails. You're not so, but you've got a job. But you can't take a shower? You don't have any running water? Guess what? There's places out there you can go take a shower. There are places out there. And guess what? You're not so disabled that you can't find them because you've got a job, right? You're disgusting. And one final thought on that. You are from Podunk, Northern Michigan. You are not a rap artist. You don't have a grill. And you're not gangsta. You're far from that. Man, I could push you down. And you think you're gangster? I could push you down. You think you're gangster. Gangsta. Or however the heck they say it. You ain't nothing but a joke. So, and I realize I'm probably going to have to... I switched just like that, man. There's my bipolar, I guess. The lid on my pan kept sliding off. I kept hearing thunk, thunk. And I know the cats weren't get up there because I know that little one... Uh-oh. No. What you got? What you got? No, you can't have that. Yarn. Anyway, I know little one can't jump up there quite yet. But the lid of my pan kept falling off. So, and it doesn't quite touch. I flipped it over. Now that lid doesn't go to that pan. But, and that isn't even really, that's the liner of like a rice cooker or something. I get them at resale shops. I work them and I'm like this with electronics too, but with gadgets like that, I work them and I work them and I work them to as far as they could go. And yeah, you heard my toilet flush. Guess what? People use the toilet. But I work them to death. And then I save the parts that I like that pan that it's nonstick. I made my rice and my not chickpeas, but well, my chickpeas are in it now. My rice and my split peas in it last night. So, like I said, I save the parts. I have like 2 or 3 different glass round things for microwaves. You know why? Because I have 2 or 3 microwaves that broke. But what I'll do with those is I'll use them for a cutting board. Nothing wrong with them. And I don't see any reason to throw a perfectly good piece of glass away. Probably could do something with them and my solar lights and some of that shoe goo stuff. But that would be awfully heavy. That would be an awfully heavy light, and I wouldn't have anywhere to put it. And you would have to be able to take it down from where you have it to be able to recharge it. Unless you stick it in your window. You stick it in your window, you're still going to have to turn it around to be able to use the light part. So those I prefer to keep light. Keep my lights light, because I've got like 12 of them. 11 with the solar light batteries, one with the regular rechargeable battery. And they all fit in this one red box. And I just carry them outside in that. Yeah, I got CDs in there. Everywhere I go, I pick up CDs. Because eventually, my whole bathroom, not my whole bathroom, but so far a lot of my bathroom is covered in it. Also, you could see back there isn't. And I just think it looks cool as heck. It looks like giant sequins. And plus, the lights reflect off of them. And what are everywhere? CDs. Nobody knows what to do with them. Give them to me. I'll put them all over my house. I'll have flair with my sequins. I don't care if anybody else doesn't like it. You know why? Because you don't have to live in my house. I have to live in my house. I have to live with looking at brown. No, I don't. Put them up. Only thing is I quit the Chinese site, and I can't get no more of the tape that I was using to stick them up. Now the ones that are behind my bed, right there, I tried taking them off the wall. They won't come off the wall. One I took off, and it cracked. So that's why I want that tape. Either that or get some shoe goo. It's going to be up permanently anyway. So then I got my wall of stickers, which I would happily add more to if I could find more stickers. Why not? I'll stick stickers in the middle of the circle there too, like I did in the bathroom. Why not? It looks cool to me. So I only have steak pepper, the steak seasoning, but that's got garlic and onion in it too, and salt. And I have garlic powder. I ran out of onion powder because for some reason I really like to add onion powder, a sprinkle of sugar to make it sweet, and then regular salt onto my popcorn. And it tastes like a hint of that Schneider's honey mustard, because you have to have the mustard flavor. Of course, I use the dill, and that's kind of close. But that honey mustard, those pretzel pieces, oh my gosh, I've been in love with those before I knew I was pregnant with Alana, and that was 28 years ago, 30 years, and they changed the subject, the formula on it either. All my cherries are floating. Ew, that one's got something black in it. I just put that back in the fridge when I'm done drinking on it, because I felt like having a little bit of a mocktail. I.e. flavored pop. Okay. And I also don't purchase those sparkling wines because I know what it is. It's great flavored soda in a wine bottle. And you know what it is? It's a novelty for the younger kids that can't have alcohol when you're having your little parties. Here you go, have a sparkling wine. The kids think like those bubblegum cigarettes I got the other day. Speaking of bubblegum, Bazooka, which has always been one of my favorites, is one of the ones with sugar in it, not not the aspartame or fake sugar, but it does contain bioengineered food ingredient. It might be because of what gum is. Gum is basically a chewable rubber from a rubber tree that holds sugar. And what it might be is fake rubber. I'll have to Google it. Let's see. Bazooka Joe. Fortune. Generosity is always repaid in time. There, you can read the comic. I tried to enter the code at bazookajoe.com and it wouldn't let me. And I probably have to do it on my tablet because sometimes if I can't do something on my phone, it's like the browser or something is too small and it just won't let me in. Like I tried to download that CapCut because I wanted to see what it would do to my pictures. It wouldn't let me go past the birth date to register to use it. I would have to do that like maybe on my tablet, but my tablet has zero memory. It has zero memory to it. So I can't add a lot of apps and things to it. I can add more apps to my phone than I can my tablet. So if anybody wants to enter that code at bazooka.com. Okay, let's see. We don't want to play that. 40%. I better plug stuff in.
Here are the top search results.
I didn't ask you that. Grabbed it and somebody in Gemini showed up. Hello, Squeaky. What is the bioengineered food ingredient in Bazooka gum? How come they won't read it to me? It is. It's fake. Gum contains, amongst other stuff, gum base and usually made from tree resins. So what it is fake tree resins. You chewing rubber. That's why you're told don't swallow it. It's like chewing the bottom of your shoe and swallowing it. Not good for you. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to stick in your system for 7 years. It's not going to stick to your ribs. You're just chewing, basically not chewing food. Get him! Go get him! No, that's not food. You go chew on him, not me. Goodness. Into everything, little brat. I better put that away. It tastes too good. Tablet. I probably could charge that while I'm sitting here gassing at you. And I say gassing because Aunt T is a gassy person. Out both ends, apparently. Hey. Go find something else to destroy. Yeah. This is what that butthole did to my wallet. I don't know what brand it is. Carly Page. But it's like a frickin' purse. And I love it. And I better put it out of his reach. Because apparently he does too. Scratch, scratch, scratch at it. This is another thing why Aunt T doesn't have a lot of... You're the reason I can't have good things. I don't have a lot of pretty things hanging around and up and that kind of stuff. It's because they'll ruin it. They'll take it and they'll ruin it. Because I'm the only person that'll play with them. Haha. What? What? Come here. You want to wrestle? You want to wrestle? Huh? 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 We're going to wrestle. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Huh? Ow. You think I'm tasty? Are you going to be my demise? Huh? Vicious little lion. No, you got stripes. You're a tiger. Those Squeaky's got slight stripes too, on his tail at least. She looked like she's got stripes. You're weird. You're weird. Huh? 0.5 does do weird stuff. But apparently I have a 0.5 face because I look pretty normal in 0.5, so... I mean, normal for me. Get out of my stuff! I don't like people getting in my grill. Get out of my grill, cat. Get out of my stuff! Go play with something else. Go play with your cat toys I gave you. Destructive little brat. I blow a bubble at you. I go slam the phone down at you. Oh. Is he messing with... Is she messing with Squeaky? Oh, he's mad. Go get him. I see you over there. Go get him. He wants you. He wants her as much as I want her right now. Because she will attack him and he's like... funny. Sit here and watch me gnawing on some gum. I haven't been doing much with AI. I've been basically planning out these shirts. I've got a lot of napkins I got to turn into cloth. Not just those. I got the black and brown ones I thought was a curtain. No, they were napkins. They're perfectly good napkins, so I might as well use them. Cat, what are you? You two need to come over here and teach her how to be a cat. Yeah, stuff. Squeaky over there. Yeah, I see your tail popping up. Look at you. It is your job. Even though this, wow. Even though this is grainy, it is your job to teach her how to be a cat. Get out of my stuff. I might have to stop talking for a while because this baby ain't leaving me alone. To my surprise, the chickpeas were already done. So, with the remaining water that was in there, I added about a tablespoon of oil. Because usually with cooking beans and rice like that, you need a lubricant, for lack of a better word. Where you get in trouble health-wise with that is like Zatarain's or Uncle Ben's or something like that. They tell you to add like half a stick to a stick of butter to a small package. And you're basically eating rice flavored butter. So a tablespoon in the whole pan that I got. It's oil, it's not butter because I ran out of butter. I also ran out of a lot of other spices. I need to get to the store really. Into the big store, not the small ones that I can bike to, because my spices are over there in Walmart, not rinky-dink Pelston. So I added a big old dollop of horseradish. I like horseradish. I like it because it's spicy, hot, until you swallow it, and then it's gone. Then the spice is gone. It's like magic. My dad likes the same thing. He's like, it's got an intestinal. Ooh. Ew. Snort. I'm a pig. I am a pig. But anyway, he said it's got a very intense flavor, and then you swallow it and it's gone. I also add it to my mayo, which I'm out of. I guess I could have Walmart deliver that stuff to me. I forgot that I could get it or get it delivered. But anyway, it's got a nice intense flavor until you swallow it. So I added that because that was like the only thing, and I felt like I would be doing it wrong or doing not giving it justice if I used Pam's pepper jelly in it. She'd be like, Tressa. So, though that might taste pretty good. I might put a dollop in there. Just a little bit of sugar, horseradish. You put sugar in teriyaki, which has garlic, onion, ginger. If you don't know this, Most Chinese foods, especially in the restaurants around here, for one thing, they feed us fast food for them. They don't feed us their traditional diet. For another thing, it's laced with oil, sugar, salt, and ginger. Everything has ginger in it. Everything has ginger in it. So if you don't like ginger, I hope I didn't ruin something for you. However, when I would eat the stuff, I would realize I knew it was in there, but it's try to talk. God, old woman, get the words out. It's not. It's a good blend. It's not like out there in your face, ginger, like a ginger snap or something like that. Ginger snap. Is that what you call a bipolar? Is that what you call a bipolar redhead? A ginger snap? Or when in a mental hospital, a ginger snap? Oh, Aunt T, how dare you? What is that? Oh, piece of popcorn. Sometimes I drop pieces of popcorn. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's see what we can do with it today. It just wants to do that wing thing like that. Pam, this is what Tressa's gonna look like. That's exactly what Tressa's going to look like. Oh my goodness. I think I will, because Pam's pepper jelly is good. It's good. But what I was trying to say is sesame chicken, honey chicken, it's all got all those spices in it, and it's sweet. And that's what I didn't think of when she told me she fell in love with what she calls garlic bombs. When they got sick, she just honey and garlic. And I'm like, ew, I can't bring myself to try that. And I just realized, duh, Tressa, what did you just say? What did you just say? It's going to taste good together. It just sounds weird. Oh, I'm going to have to turn my fans on again. It is hot. I hear that thunder rolling. Oh my God, am I going to get a copyright from Garth Brooks on that one? I hear the thunder rolling. I realized that these maraschino cherry jars are perfect for, like, if you want to set them next to your toilet for a drink. Not your toilet, but in your bathroom for a drink while you're brushing your teeth. Because, well, they're glass, so you got to watch out for that. But they have the lid on it. So if you want to set it in there, you open that lid, there's not going to be those germs. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to taste the jelly first. I don't remember if I mentioned this. I think I mentioned it in a deleted video. I was like, rambling on about something else. And I'm like, you know what? Shut up. And I deleted it. But I tasted dandelion one. I love the strawberry one. The next time you come here, Pam, I'm going to gather up all your jars because I have like 5 of them. I didn't get a strong flavor from it. What it does to me, honestly, tastes and looks like honey. It's a very pleasant thing. Nothing, you didn't do anything wrong or anything like that. Let me get my halo turned off and Oh, am I going to get copyrighted for saying Halo because Beyonce sang her about it? Oh my gosh. Her little daughter is doing songs and stuff now too, and I'm like, what the freak is that Blue Ivy anyway? No, I don't have anything against her. I really don't have anything against Beyonce. She's neither here nor there to me. It's just... Pepper jelly. It's just anytime I hear one of her new songs, I'm like, who the heck is that? I don't like it. And it's not on purpose. I took about that much and put it in there. That tastes like... It tastes like very sweet relish. That's good. Oh, anyway. I did taste the dandelion one. I'm going to go put this in the fridge. I'll be right there. And honestly, it's a really good idea and it tastes good. It just doesn't have a distinguishable flavor to me. It's just sweet and yellow. I probably should plug you back in because you were at 7% when I took you off of there. Ooh, 8%. Ooh. I hear the thunder outside. That's why the cats are going crazy. And it isn't the thunder from down under on me. Somebody wants mommy. Somebody wants her mommy. Somebody wants her mommy. Oh, man, that's a good old scratch you're getting. Stickle girl. Whew. Oh, I got the phone on. I was like, am I charging my tablet? I'm a moron sometimes. It's on my phone. And look, I will call people out. I call my own self out too. Like the other day, what was it? Oh, my short was about licking a knife. You don't do that. You don't lick a knife unless you want... you know how people get that sliced? I've seen people do that, have that on TV. My neck is sore, but I have to sit like this because my phone's on the charger. But I seen it, and they can move both sides. I'm like, ooh, that's so weird. That's so weird to look at. But, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is her frenzy. She gets into this. Extreme close-up of Charlie Puff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't need to be playing with that thing. So that's going to be good. Oh, here's something else I was thinking that I do with those jellies. Pam, I love you. You're going to kill me. Rice is a grain. Rice is actually a cereal. So, oftentimes, if I want a dessert, I'll make it sweet. Put a little bit of butter. You guys know that when I put butter, it's not a lot. But I put a little bit of butter in it for the flavor, for the lubrication, and all that. I'll put a dollop of that jelly in it, cook it up, and have a dessert. I mean, if you added milk, you'd basically have rice pudding, milk and raisins. I like raisins out of the box, but to cook them in something, to rehydrate them, just feels weird to me. I need to get some more of that nano tape. Because I have all those California raisins I need to put up on my wall. Wouldn't it be funny? You look around, there's a California raisin staring at you. Of course, I'm the only person and I'd know where they were, so of course, I'm not always sober either. Oh, like that tail. I gotta put that back up on the wall. It fell again. House ghosts probably don't like it or something. That's what I always figure. If I keep putting something up and it keeps falling down, house ghost doesn't like it. I blame it on the house ghost. I believe in ghosts. If you don't, that's cool, but I believe in them. I have my reasons. Hey, stop. As far as hauntings, I suppose even if you just have a house ghost, then you are haunted. But I've never had any vicious hauntings. They're just here. And then again, if you don't believe in that kind of stuff, you could categorize me as schizophrenic. I have been categorized as that before. I've also been categorized as bipolar, and you can tell I am, because I could tell somebody off and then turn right on around and tell somebody else that I love them. Right in front of the person I said, go buzz off. Ow! However, I'm not as violent as I used to be. I used to be very, 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 very violent. But I learned how to control it. Because I don't want their medications. I don't want their meds. Because they have so many really bad side effects. And their side effects are counteracted with another med. And the other med has side effects. And then you have to counteract that with another med. I don't want them. So I spend the majority of my life controlling everything that's going on in my head. And if you don't think I got big control over it, you should have met me when I was younger. That kitten's gonna come get you. That baby's gonna come get you. She's gonna come kick your butt. So yeah, I spent, and that's why I spend a lot of time alone at home, is because I don't feel people-y. And if I don't feel people-y, I get agitated. And then I have to control that, or I have to be on medications. And I don't want their medications. So yeah, I'm probably BS crazy. I'm diagnosed BS crazy. That's why I'm on disability. Like I said, would you like somebody like me to stand next to you at the workplace? Probably not. Because I will tell you how it is. And I will not be nice about it. I'm smelling that. I can't wait to taste it. But again, I'll call people out. I call my own self out. Why not? I mean, if I'm going to point out what's wrong with you, I don't need to be sitting there and on my high horse and point out only what's wrong with you. I will point out what's wrong with me too. Because I know it's there. I know it's there. And I will say, at certain points in time, how do I justify being that way? Well, again, I'm critical about myself as well. Licking knives. Licking knives and taking names. Did I put that back in the fridge, or did I? Let me see how much of a percentage. 13%. I can unplug you for a minute. I have to go make sure. Hey, Puff. I say, Mama, love you all the time. I gotta go make sure that I put that stuff back in the fridge. I was drinking it. I smell that pepper. Ooh, I smell horseradish too. Okay, yeah, I did. And stir it up. Stir it up. And yes, you're gonna have to deal with my halo for a minute. Because all I'm doing is stirring it up. Stir it up. Oh man, I need to add a little more rice. And I added maybe a teaspoon. I don't like that light. Maybe a teaspoon, because that's what was left of this chicken dipping sauce. That and the Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A are the things that I was mostly impressed with. Now, this is why I want to add more rice. Is because it's too soupy. And I think that rice is done. The rice is done. Sorry. Gosh, I'm glad I had pants on this morning. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more rice. Or a lot more light rice. Ew! I almost said I was adding lice to my food. Well, I better stir that. That's gonna be good. Oh, I am so sick of these bugs. Right now, and I've tried to Clifford the big red dog. I've tried to research it, and they just say that it's mating season or something. But there are these ants in my house, and they have wings. And they're little teeny tiny ants. They're not like carpenter ants, and they're not like you would consider those wood ants or whatever. But Google says it's just ant mating season, and the ones with the wings are something. I don't frickin' know. But they're in my house. They're in my bed. They crawl on me sometimes. And beetles and stink bugs. I guess that's because I don't keep my grass cut. No, Pop. That rice is going to be good. With that pepper and stuff. Oh, it's going to be good. I might add, you know what I might add? A little bit of sriracha. Just to have it spicy. Yeah, you get him. You run away from that baby. I smell the horseradish. Some reason for me, horseradish seems to, the heat seems to disappear if you cook it. Let's see. I have have about that much left. Let's see how much I squirt in there. One of them ants. But I don't have fruit flies yet, which is one of my goals this year, is not to have fruit flies. Ooh, that's going to be spicy. And it's pretty good. We'll just leave that in the fridge. Don't want to add more water to it. Ha! I put that much sriracha in there. Ooh, it's starting to let me know. Oh. Yeah, I'm losing my pan. Because I added all that other rice, and it's a little crunchy still, I did add, with water, the rest of the sriracha. And I tasted it, even though the rice is still a little bit crunchy. Not going to hurt you, it's just weird. That is going to be very good. And it's not that spicy. Not for that giant pan. I mean, if you're dumping that much on like a burger on its own, good on you for being able to tolerate that. I want ketchup sometimes, because ketchup to me is like a dessert. It's like tomato jelly or jam or whatever. Jelly probably, because jam has chunks in it. But I'll use sriracha instead of ketchup. And I never liked sriracha because I never really liked spicy. But to get the flavor out of it, you have to taste it. You have to feel the spice. And the chilies they use in that, I like the flavor of them. I like the flavor of jalapenos. I don't like Tabasco sauce. That stuff tastes like very hot, spicy heartburn vinegar. That's all it tastes like. But these different peppers have different flavor to them. I won't go past a serrano, which has a nice, they're very hot, but they have a nice green, almost sweet flavor to it. Like a sweet flavor, but they're hot. I'll take a pan like that and add one. My dad used to eat them by the handful. Like Dad, he'd do stuff like put them on his pizza, and like at work, he'd put them on his pizza, and he'd say, "I knew who took my pizza," because he'd be like, "Ah!" It didn't bother him. He liked them. So I'm going to leave that sit there for about 15 minutes. I turned the burner off because it's hot enough to cook the rice through. And I left the lid on. That's a good way to get good rice, is you need a lid. And this is how I do it, and it turns out pretty darn good for me. I'll put it in there, I'll let it boil for a good 10 minutes, and then I put the lid on it, I turn the burner off, and I walk away. And I come back, and the rice is cooked, and it's not burnt, and it's not raw. So He's 80s Tressa all over, man. Oh, wow. And that's an added factor. Nice. Oh. But I also know to get really fluffy rice like that, you have to add a lot of oil. And I've said I don't like a lot of oil. Oh, you're so beautiful, and I'm gonna love you. I go stand by the door. Hear the thunder rolling. Watch! I open the door and it stops. It does that to me a lot. Maybe that's a truck. Because I don't think of thunder. Nope, it's thunder. Baby, you're not going out. Man, I didn't realize my door was that gross. They got like 6 layers of paint. Like it's leather. I'm going to have to paint it though, because I'll have a rotten door otherwise. I need to stop peeling it. Kitten? Oh, there you are. I had to use both hands because this door, it's either use both hands or slam it. So I had to put you down for a minute. I don't know if that's thunder or not. It's just... some of it's thunder. Rain intensifies. Oh, I love this. Oh, but I don't love those mosquitoes. I see them swarming outside there. They're like, we smell you, human. You can see through my screen. Duh. Wish I could be out in it without being, I don't know, drenched. But I guess this is close enough. Yep, we're in a bathroom. Yep, I was taking a pee. No, you're not going to hear it because I'm done. But I looked over at this box. And I was like, when I was ordering this thing, I must have been either inebriated or tired. Because I thought I was getting eczema cream. That is not eczema cream. Here, you want to know how to do it? Watch this. Look at that. They got instructions. Oh, we got to go stand by the door again. It wasn't supposed to rain today. Oh. It was supposed to skip today and go somewhere else another time. There's one of them skeeters. No, that's one of them weird flying ants. That's how they're getting in. They can get in through them holes. There's my yoga mat. It's getting clean. Enough of that serenity. We'll close the door on that. It's getting wet in here. Oh, I'm probably at 8% again, maybe 4% again. Let's check this stuff. Let's check this stuff and see if the rice is done. It's good enough. That's gonna be spicy. Good. Taste. Smells a lot like Mexican. It's got the sweet to it because of Pam's pepper jelly, which is kind of an odd flavor, but 7%, which is kind of an odd flavor, but it's not bad flavor. It's just not what you expect. When you smell it, you would expect it to be more of a tangy, but it's got just that bit of sweet in it. Not bad, just odd. And I gotta leave the lid on it for a couple more minutes because the extra rice I added to it's still just a little bit bony. So here I am just wandering off at 25 more minutes of what did I talk about? Probably nothing. Enemas. So I guess I'm just gonna go and enjoy the thunderstorm, and I'll see you guys, me and my 80s poodle hair. We'll see you guys. Man, I really look like I need to be headbanging. Me and my ginormous hair. We'll see you tomorrow. Or you have a you have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.